Question 21. Two consecutive odd integers are such that the sum of 5 times the smaller and 3 times the bigger integer is 222. Find the value of the smaller integer. Take notes, this is what you are finding, the smaller integer. And also take notes that they are consecutive odd numbers. Okay? If they are consecutive numbers, you will just have x. Let the first number be x and the second number be x plus 1. That means if the first number is 2, the next number, the second number will be 3. That's the meaning of x and x plus 1. But we are told that they are odd integers. That means if the first number is 1, the next number will not be x plus 1, it will be x plus 2. Is that okay? So it depends on the question. If the question says consecutive numbers, then you do x and x plus 1. But if they are consecutive odd numbers, you do x and x plus 2. If they are consecutive even numbers, you also do x and x plus 2. Okay, so we have the first, let the first number be x. Let the first number be x. And the second number be what? X plus 2. So we have such that the sum of 5 times the smaller number, of course this is the smaller number, 5 times the smaller number, and such that the sum of sum means addition, 5 times the smaller number and 3 times the bigger number is 222. So this is the equation. 5 times the smaller number plus 3 times the bigger number gives you 222. The next thing we are doing is to simplify the equation. So we have 3x plus 6 equals 222. We have 8x plus 6 equals 222. 8x equals, take away 6 from both sides, will give you what? 216. So 8x equals 216. X equals what? 216 divided by 8. So we have 8 here, 1. 8 in 21 is 2. Remainder 5. Then we have 8 times 7 is what? 56. So that will be 27. So x equals 27. Now let's go back to the original question. Find the value of the smaller integer. The smaller integer is x. That is the first one. Okay? The smaller one is x, so our answer is 27. Next question. Question 22. Simplify root 200 minus root 72. So let's write it out. Square root of 200 minus square root of 72. Okay, you are not allowed to use your calculator. What do? You use your sort to solve this. So what are you going to do? You are going to find a number that's the multiple of 200 that you can find the square root. A number that you can find the square root and is a multiple of 200. Such that the remaining number, which you cannot find the square root, is also the same number that you cannot find the square root in the other expression. Okay, so we have, so let's see what we can do here. We have here, we can easily say 100 times 2. Am I correct? Because we can find the square root of 100. So we have root 2. What we are going to do here is to look for a number that is multiple of 2. So 72 is 2 times what? That's what I'm saying. 2 times 36. So we have 36 times 2. 36 times 2 is going to give us 72, right? Okay. So 2 is common at both sides. So that will help us to have a common base. You know, you cannot subtract two numbers that are not the same. Like they don't have the same variable. You cannot say x minus y, but you can say 2x minus 1x, but you cannot say 3x minus 2y. Do you understand? So we want both of them to have the same variable. Okay, so we bring out 100 here. We bring out 100, that's the square root of 100 is 10. We are left with root 2. This is what I've done. I've done 100 times root 100 times root 2. Can you see that? Okay, so this one, so let me leave it that way for those of us that have challenge with salt. So this root 100 will give us 10. That's the square root of 100 times root 2 minus, what's the square root of 36? 6 times root 2. So can you see what I'm saying? Both of them are the same. Now you can minus. If they are not the same, if this is root 3 and this is root 2, you cannot minus. It's like saying 3x, 10x minus 6y. Is it possible? No. You can only say 10x minus 6x. So two of them are the same. Therefore, you can now minus. That is why when you are solving initially, you have to ensure that the one with the unknown root, the one you cannot find the root, must be the same. So you must have root 2 here, you must have root 2 here. That is the task you have to do at the beginning. You have to find a number that is a multiple of both of them, and you cannot find the square root without using a calculator. So we have 10 root 2 minus 6 root 2 will give us what? 4 root 2. 10 minus 6 is 4. Question 23. Given that log 16 to base 4 is equal to log 36 to base y, find the value of y. This is a question on logarithm, and you have to know all the laws of indices and logarithm to be able to attend questions like this. Please revise your laws of indices and then your laws of logarithm, because we are going to apply them here. So anything I use, I'm going to tell you is a law in indices or logarithm. All right. So we have log 16 to base 4 equals log 36 to base y. The first thing I'm going to do is I want to simplify. I want to start my work by simplification because I have log at both ends and there is an equal to sign. If there was no equal to sign, I would have done all that thing. But because there's an equal to sign, I can simplify this way. 16 is 4 squared, okay, and 36 is what? 6 squared. This makes it look simpler. Then it will also help me to apply a law, okay, that whenever you have a logarithm raised to power, you can actually multiply back that power by the logarithm. Okay, so that will give us 2 log 4 to base 4. So this I've done is a law in logarithm. You need to know it. That's when you have log 4 to base 4 raised to power something, you can multiply that something by the logarithm. Okay, so that law will also apply here. We have 2 log 6. So I've applied the same law. Now the next thing is, if you observe, 2 are common to both sides. So I just knock the 2 off. I have log 4 to base 4 equals log 6 to base y. I divided both sides by 2. So you can see it was a wise decision for me to change this to change it to power form. Then there's another law in logarithm that when you have the base, when the base is the same as the number, it is equal to 1. That means log a to base a is equal to 1. That is a law in logarithm. Okay, why is it correct? A raised to power 1 equals a. It says the logarithm of a number is the power to which the base is raised to get the number. The logarithm of a number is the power to which the base is raised to get the number. So a raised to power 1 is a, which is correct. Therefore, this whole expression here is 1. So 1 is equal to log 6 to base y. Remember I said the logarithm of a number, the log of 6, is the power to which y is raised to get the number. The log of 6 is the power to which y is raised to get the number. So, log 6 to base y equals 1. Therefore, y raised to power 1 equals 6. This is a law in logarithm. In fact, it's the definition of logarithm. The logarithm of a number is the power to which the base is raised to get the number. So y is equal to 6. Next question, question 24. The interior angles of a hexagon are 107 degrees, 2x degrees, 150 degrees, 95 degrees, 2x minus 15 degrees, and 123 degrees. Find the value of x. So what we need to know is that this is a hexagon and it has 6 sides and therefore 6 angles. The first thing to do is to find the sum of the angles of a regular hexagon, and the formula is a general formula, is this: n minus 2 times 180. N is 6 minus 2 times 180. Then we have sum of angles in a hexagon equals 6 minus 2 times 180. That will give us what? 4 times 180. That is what? 7. That's 720 degrees. Now the next thing is to add up all the angles. Sum of angles, which is 720. Okay, we already know it's 720 degrees, right? Equals what? What's the first one there? The first one is 107 plus 2x plus 150 plus 95 plus 2x minus 15 plus 123. Okay, so let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we have 6 angles there. We have 6 angles there. So let's add 107. We are going to add like terms. That's what I want to do. Like terms. 107 plus 150 plus 95 plus 123. I'm not adding 15 because of the minus. So when we add this, 107 plus 150 plus 95 plus 123, what do we have? 475. Okay, 475 degrees. I didn't add this negative 15. We write it. Then we add the like times 2x plus 2x. That will give us what? 4x. So we cross check. 107 plus 150 plus 95 plus 123 will give you 475 minus 15 plus 4x. Okay, so 475 minus 15 will give us what? 460 plus 4x. Okay, we bring the unknown to the left hand side. We have 460 equals 720 minus 460. What is 720 minus 460? We have 0 there. We have 12 minus 6 is 6. 6 minus 4 is 2. So 4x equals 260. X equals 260 over 4. So we have 6. 4 times 6 is 24. We are left with 225. So our answer is 65 degrees. When you're done, cross-check your work quickly by putting x here. Okay, putting x here and then x here, which is 65. Then you add up. When you add up, your answer should be 720. Next question.